Hello everyone, I want to show you a tutorial on how to play a really fun game that I discovered. I'm not sure if you've heard of the game Drawful. It is a play on words for awful, putting together with drawing, so awful drawing, so Drawful. And it's really fun because students can show their creative side. It's really funny and it's pretty linguistically rich. This is good for A 2.2 and above. It can be adapted for lower, but A 2.2 and above is typically what I would suggest for this. They need to have a little bit more vocabulary and structure than lower level students. So what happens is, I like to do this in Classkick. You could do it with paper as well if you want to. But in Classkick, it's really cool because they can actually, you can see what the students are drawing in real time, and the students can actually go to each other's drawings as well. So what happens is you give each individual student a silly prompt, something that is kind of crazy that doesn't make sense. So for example, someone's prompt might be Napoleon riding a unicorn. Okay, so that's what might be one student's prompt. You might give another student, you know, a cat eating pizza, something that is, you know, kind of silly and outlandish, and the student goes, huh, how am I going to draw that? So the point is that the student has to draw a picture of this prompt, but nobody else sees it. So for example, I can go into each individual student's boards and I can write their prompt on their individual board. So for example, if I go into this student's board, example student, and I go to his slide 9, and I give him a prompt, he will be the only one who can see it. It won't be on the main board. Napoleon riding a unicorn. Okay, so then his job is to draw, you know, a unicorn with Napoleon, you know, writing on it. However, and the other students, at the end, you set the timer for 2 minutes, and you can go in and start looking at what the other students are drawing as they're drawing it. So then at the end, what you would do is you would show each student's either their individual, you could show them like their individual work, and then the students would have to go in and they could make a voice recording, for example, on each one. So let me go into his, and then another student could go into his and actually make a voice recording on his and be like, Napoleon riding a unicorn, and they could make their guesses orally that way, or they could write, oh, I think it's a man on a silly horse, or somebody on a cow, or whatever. And it's really funny to see what they come up with. It's also really funny to see the drawings. So that's a really fun game that you can play easily in Classkick, and it can be adapted for when you're back in your regular classroom. If you have any questions, let me know.